Alright, continuing on with our discussion. Now that we're embedded into the lesson, I don't have to remember what part we're on. So, it's either 3 or 4. Probably 4. Alright, we're going here. Sorry for taking too much time, but if you're really into this stuff, this is the place to learn it. Because I'm 65 years old. I'm 65 years old. Can you believe that? It's not my birthday, but it was my AA 1.5 years on Christmas. So, happy birthday to Jesus Christ. Um, and that reminds me, we have to pray for my father. He had another mild stroke, and the word is they can't find it. They can't find it. His head's as big as the universe. Well, that's the way it is. Okay, the universe isn't that big, though, according to Brian Greene. Matter of fact, the universe is just one water molecule in an ocean of universes. That's one theory, and guess what? The human mind can't even contemplate the size of the universe. I don't want to start talking about the universe because there's plenty of that on the internet, and I'm not really qualified to, these are quotes from the past, but they may have been revised, as science marched on. Oh, wait a minute, maybe there isn't a universe, maybe there isn't a multiverse. Maybe there's just universes, kind of clusters of universes or things that don't make sense. If something doesn't make sense, it could be, you know, a lot further away than we think. Like when they discovered galaxies. Okay, so let's get back to this because this is what we're talking about. Um, so we warp it over here to get these shapes. I left the tabs here, the warping tabs. That has to be there because that's your D shape. As you know, the D shaped chord. All right, here's the D shaped chord. Remember that comes out on mine as a B flat, but it's A, D, and F sharp. All right, the D-shaped chord is formed right there. So this isn't to be just cropped out. You know what cropping is. You take this part and everything else goes away. That's cropping. That's what people do when I'm in the picture. I'm outside of the cropping zone. No, just kidding. And similarly with the D shape. Now, why is the A shape have that D up there? Hey, I thought this was an A shape. I'll tell you something good. You're going to learn something good today. Every one of these diatonic scales, these are major scales. This is a major scale starting on the third of whatever key. This is a major scale starting on the fifth of whatever key. This is a major scale starting on the sixth of whatever key. This is a major scale starting on the seventh of whatever key. The key isn't E, it's an E shaped when we talk about familiar shapes in the guitar. With the D up here. Okay, we got the D shape, 5R3. Okay, so with D, it was the fifth is A, D, F sharp, like we talked about. Of course, with mine, it's actually going to be F, B flat, but not on the piano, on the guitar. It would come out F, B flat, D. All right. So we have, in addition to the D shape here, okay, and this is warped. We've got this extra note up here, and sometimes you'll play a diatonic scale and you'll find, hey, that note sounds good too. What's going on? Why is that note there? It's there for completion, but let's look at D, the case of D. All right, every major scale can be composed of the first, the fourth, and the fifth pentatonic shapes. Okay, so C is composed of the C, the F, and the G pentatonic shape. And let's look how that works. Okay, and we've got about 4 minutes to explain this. Here's the C pentatonic shape: 3, 5, 6, R. 2, 3, 5, 6, R, 2, 3, 5. That's the C pentatonic shape. That's what it is. And add the 4 and the 7, and that's the C scale. But let's look at the F. The F is the fourth of C, right? So you get the E shape too. So it's going to be C, F, G, but the shape is going to go C shape, E shape on an F, and then the G shape on the third, actually, because G shape is going to be so. But it's not the third of G. Remember, the G shape, come back up here, the G shape starts on the sixth, okay? But if we're talking about the G shape, the E would be the sixth of G at that point. All right. So anyway, let me finish the discussion. We got the concept. So we have the C shape here, and then remember, it's 1, 4, 5. Well, the 3 pentatonics. So if you do a pentatonic F shape, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, R. Okay, that's the top of the S3S. Then you got the S2L. All right, remember, this is an E-shaped F pentatonic scale. So here's the C-shaped pentatonic scale. Here's the F-shaped pentatonic scale. Okay, sorry. That's pentatonic now. Da, 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 da. All right. The root is the C. And then we go to a G-shaped pentatonic scale, which is going to be bump, 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 bump. Here's the S3S, and then an S2L. Okay, this is a full building block warp. In other words, we're done with the S3S down here. Warp, the S2L building block is just going to be warping the entire building block. So that's why the top 2 strings of the G are a nice 2 long strings. It ends on the 5, which is the G note. And the 5 is the 5th of C, but with the G shape, okay, that would be the root. That is the G note. It's just in pentatonic you wouldn't get the F sharp because it's the 5th. You get a dominant. See 4, 5. This is really F, G, and C. Okay, so that's very interesting. And so you put the 3 together. Plus, then you're getting this. That, okay, don't forget the 7th. I guess that's the way that works. Not sure why it didn't come out as exactly the same.